So at this stage, the first first use case that we are going to show you is related to a pharma industry. And what is this use case? Let's assume, or let's say there are certain uh, specification documents. In this case, let's say process specification documents that exist in a company at a SharePoint, right? And so they have a bunch of document that exist within these specification documents. You have unstructured data in the form of like images, a table format, and then there are certain details, and then there's some key attributes like the manufacturing temperature, the formulation, ingredients, like basically the bill of material to produce a drug, the what temperature it should have, what are the risk, what are the compliances, what is the header, footer, things like that. So these are the type of documents we have on the, let's say, on the source, which is SharePoint in this case. Our AI would connect to this SharePoint, read all these documents, and based on the business requirement of the data that business wants to extract. For example, they want to extract ingredient list or dosage information or manufacturing parameters. Will extract out of these documents and push it into, let's say, a laboratory information management system or a QMS system or maybe a manufacturing system. So that's what we are going to show you in this demo use case one. And at this stage, I'd like to invite my colleague Fardeem for walking us through that demo. Fardeem, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Adil. Okay, so let me present myself. Hello, everyone, and I'll be taking you all to the technical flow, the technical demo on three different use cases and across three different industries. So, to begin with, right before we dig into the use case, I would like to get you all familiar with the Easy Integration platform. Whatever Adil has spoken about, we read the document, we understand the document, A understands it and routes it to the target. So all this happens using this particular product. We have easy integrations right here. So this is from step one. This is where we read the document. In step two, we understand AI. We send it to the AI, and AI solution understands the document. It extracts the content that we have asked it to extract, and it routes it to the target system. So let's just dig into the use case right now without wasting much time. So the first use case has Adi had given a quick overview that will be dealing with the specification documents. Now, pharma industry has a lot of documents, right? So we have active pharmaceutical ingredient documents, we have drug master file, we have SOPs, we have batch manufacturing records or batch production records. So different documents, right, in pharmaceutical industries. And when we say unstructured, so the word unstructured, so it means that though the documents are specification documents, that there can be many other specification documents, but they are very different from each other. So one of the document that I have opened right now, that I have it in my source, which is SharePoint, we can see that the document contains the headers. The document contains the footers, which contains the document number. We have a title, we have version, we have the header, we have the paragraph. We also have the images in the documents. There are a lot of images right here. And we also have the revision table. So if you can see in the document, we have the table content as well. So what we would be doing is we'll be sending this particular documents or all the documents to the AI solution and ask AI to understand each and every document, which are quite different from each other. So if you can see the first document and if you can see the second document, I have it in my source. So they are quite different, although they are the specification documents. The content might be similar, but document type, structure, and design are completely different. So let's move to our easy integration and connect our source, right? So I have connected my SharePoint as a source so that it extracts all the document. this is not extracting the content of the document, it is extracting the document. So once I'm done with extracting the document, connecting my source, I'll move to my step two, where I said that in step two, we'll be passing the document to the AI solution, and AI solution as a human will read, understand, and extract, right? So we have our API AI solution that will go through each and every document pixel by pixel. So I want to focus here on the word pixel, because if you look at the older technologies like OCR or few other technologies that most of the companies use, they won't go pixel by pixel. So if you go, from the document, if you go pixel by pixel, so it extracts every detail or every data that is at every corner of the document. So if you can see my screen, I have opened a console which shows me the document data extraction live from the source. So you can see that from different specification document that I had in my source, I had extracted all the content from the document. Now, I don't want all the content to be sending it to my target system, right? So I want to extract few of the specific fields from the document. For example, if I look at the document here, let's say I just want to extract the revision table right here so that I know what's the revision done to the document. Or I would like to extract the document number, or I would like to extract the version number of the document. Or let's go specific and I want to extract the hash content of the document. So I will specify to my AI operation in simple English, that would be a simple English prompt, that extract the following fields, that's the document number, version, the title, or any of the fields that you want out of the document. And I'll just write that and I'll ask it to extract in a simple plain English, as I said. So what my AI operation will do, it will go to the content that was extracted by one more AI solution. It extracted all the content from the document, and this particular AI solution will pick the specific fields from that extracted data and will provide me the output. So if you see my screen, you can see that. So this represents one particular document. So you can see a line here. So this represents one particular document data. It went to a document, it extracted the document number, which I wrote in simple English. It extracted the version. So whatever fields I had asked it to extract, so it has extracted from the specification document, which are completely unstructured, right? Which are completely different from each other. So it understood the design, it understood a document just like us humans and extracted the fields. Now, once we get the data, now we want to route it to a target system, right? So as Adil has already mentioned in his use case, that we can send it to any of the target, like we have QMS in pharma industry, we have LIMS, that is laboratory information management system. So we can send it to any of the target. For the use case, I am sending it to my AI window, where I would like to show you a side-by-side comparison and the extracted field which I have in the table content. So this is the side-by-side comparison of the JSON structure and the document. So our AI solution can either extract the data in Markdown format or in the JSON structure. And the side-by-side comparison, I would like to highlight few of the things to show you the capabilities or features of the AI solution. So if you can see, I have, headers here in the document. So I have this document number, title. So AI understood that particular header. It had extracted the document number, version, and the footer details right here. And once it has extracted that, uh, it also has understood the hierarchy level of the document. So what I mean by hierarchy is, let's say this is my header, test and acceptance limit. So this is my main header, and inside that main header, I can see that I have appearance. So it has understood that test and acceptance limit was the main header here, and under that I have appearance. And if I can see here, you can see that identification has two more subheadings, like A for ion spectrum and B for film formation. So if I click on this identification, it has also understood that particular hierarchy level that inside identification, it is giving me IR spectrum and field formation. So not just data extraction, not just data extraction, it also understands the document at different hierarchies. One more thing I would like to focus here is the images that is being extracted. So the images will be extracted in base 64 encodings. So if you can see here, I have the images from the documents that is extracted, and I have w- provided a visual view of the image. So we have different images from the document and it has been extracted. And one more thing, the most important thing from the document is the table structure. So most of the companies, they struggle extracting the table structure. And I would like to show you this particular revision history table. So now, if you think of this table structure, the relation is one to many, right? So we have this version, and each and every row and columns are different, and it should make a sense out of it when it extracts the data. So if you see this revision history, I have this version number 3 here, right? And version number 3 gives me the data of this particular row. It also gives me the description. So in the description, you can see that there are two different points. So under 3, I have description of change, and I have two different points that's there in the description. So just like that, it has understood the table structure and it has created an array out of it. So, this was just a side-by-side comparison how AI solution extracts the data from any given document. So, this table structure which I have right here, this is to show you how each field has been extracted that I asked particularly for it to extract. For example, document number, document type, a version number, revision history. So, whatever field I had particularly asked for it to extract, it has extracted. After all the extraction, so you are doing this extraction from source and you're routing it to target, on you want an overview visual of this particular extraction process. So you can have that as well, where it will give an overview which will provide you a charts and graph that tells what were the types of document that was there, how it has been extracted, what was the product name, and the title of the document. So just to summarize the first use case that we have went through, so we connected our source that was in the SharePoint. So we had different specification documents which were completely different from each other. And we connected our source. We send that particular documents, all the documents to our AI solution. AI solution went and understood each and every document, and it extracted the particular fields which I had asked to extract, and we have rotated it to the AI window. So in the use case, we have rotated to the AI window, but in the real case scenario, we can rotate to any of your system which supports API database. We can send it to any of the target systems. So that's about the first use case.